Okay, so good. Okay, so hey guys, how's it going? It's King here today. It's pretty bright in here, but that's alright. I want to talk to you about Showdown. So if you guys don't know, I've watched this before, and it's like 3 seasons. Um, so that's 26, 30. No, 50 something episodes. 26. 3 plus 3 is 6. That's going to be 6 and 12. So it's going to be 30, 40, 50 episodes that we're going to have to go through. 52 episodes, actually, to be, so it's going to be fun. So, Showdown is an American animated television series created by Chrissy Hugh. I'm sorry. For Kids WB. I'm programming a blog on WB, Warner Brothers, that aired on Saturday mornings and weekday afternoons. Beginning on November 1st, 2003, the series ran for 3 seasons until its series finale aired on May 13, 2006 in the United States. The episodes are listed in order for their production number with the date that they originally aired on Kids WB. So, this is going to be season 1. This is 2003, 2004. So I'm going to explain to you and all that stuff. So I'm going to explain to you what they are. Then just explain anything about Shingangu or whatever. So I'm going to explain to you what this is. Alright. So, this is the Journey of 1,000 Miles. So this is the first one. Over 1,500 years ago, the forces of good and evil fought for over ownership of the mystical Shingangu, which is basically artifacts that, big, huge power. The battle ended when the evil Xiaolin witch Wuya was trapped inside a puzzle box. In the present day, Jack Spicer, which is the evil genius, receives his box from his as a present from his parents who were on a ship to Hong Kong. Meanwhile, Omi, which is he's kind of like a monk basically. At Xiaolin Temple of in China, must deal with the new recruits Kimiko Miko, which is Japanese, Clay Bailey, which is from Texas, and Raimundo Pedroza, which is from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. When the first Shingangu reveals itself, the Xiaolin and Xiaolin forces first meet, leading to the first showdown. So basically, Omi is a orphan. He was a monk from birth, and we'll get to that later. We'll get to that. And basically, what happens is they have a huge challenge showdown. It's like Spicer, whatever, all that. And it's like, well, you know what? Let's find out what's going on here, and let's see what's happening. Basically, it's just like a huge explaining video, basically. Alright, so episode 2, Like a Rock. Clay gets mocked because of his slow and safe style, but on a trip to the French countryside to receive the fist of Tebigong, the team comes across the magic of Li Mime, who has joined Jack Spicer. His magical actions leave Omi, Kimiko, and Raimundo trapped in an invisible box, leaving Clay on his own when it comes to his first ever challenge showdown against Jack Spicer. So this one is actually the second episode. I actually remember this. So if you guys remember, I did a video a while back called "Let Me Try," and that was the second episode of this a little scene of that episode. So yeah, it's crazy. But when they first meet in the first episode, it's like Raimundo and Kimiko and Lei don't know who each other are or nothing. So That's about it. It wasn't. That's all it really is. Literally, all it is. Okay, so episode 3, Tangled Web. Okay, so this one's actually pretty good. So after losing a Xiaolin Showdown to Jack Spicer for the monkey staff, Kimiko's short temper is brought to the attention of the other chosen ones, which is the other 3. When she finds a new Shingang Wu, the single webcom that requires 12 focus from its user, she must learn to control her temper to use it in a Xiaolin Showdown or risk losing more Shingang Wu again. So she does have a short temper, yes. Japanese people, you know, whatever. I'm sorry, that was bad taste, but she does have to control her temper, and that's why this whole episode happens, for this exact reason. So that's basically what happens. Yeah. Catnape. Okay, this one's actually close to my heart, because I love the character Catnape. So Jack and Wuya meet the cat-themed villainess Catnape, and she joins them in their quest for Shingang Wu. When she wins the Golden Time Claws in Xiaolin Showdown against the monks, she steals them from the Xiaolin and goes on a crime spree. I'll explain what these are. Omi and the others must think of a way to stop someone who can go wherever she wants, whenever she wants. So the Golden Time Claws were a Shingang Wu that was basically teleportation, right? Basically, if you have it, you just cut a freaking claw mark in the wherever, and a portal opens up, and you just go through it, go wherever you want to go, whenever you want. Basically, straightforward. So that one was kind of hard to do. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, fifth one, Shindimbu. I'm not sure how pronounce that one. But while searching for the Sword of the Storm, which I freaking love, Muna finds it, but then loses it to Jack and Wuya's latest accomplice, the excessively fat yet agile ninja Tobimura. Because of Ramuno's lack of knowledge when the Shingang Wu, he becomes overly studious and out to outsmart Tobimura in the next encounter, in which he invokes the Shin Yibudare. I cannot pronounce that to save my life. A type of Xiaolin Showdown where 2 Shingang Wu are wagered on each side. Pretty good. That was pretty much straightforward. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, he gets smarter, obviously. Well, I wouldn't say smarter, or just more intelligent with it. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna go dark with this because I cannot deal with this. Alright, anyways. 6 chameleon. I can't do that because this is too freaking dark. Okay, hold on. Alright. Number 6, chameleon. So Jack kidnaps Kimiko to sends the chameleon bot in her place to steal the Shingang Wu right under the Xiaolin warriors' noses. Omi, however, almost immediately senses that something is wrong with Kimiko, and it is not long until the Xiaolin warriors discover the truth. So it's basically straightforward. A lot of these are straightforward. I'm not sure why, but that's good. That's all it is. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious in the animation that it's a robot, but it's fine. Alright, anyways. Number 7, Ring of the Nine Dragons. This is actually pretty good. I like this. I like this one right here. Only tries to learn how to multitask when the Xiaolin warriors find the Ring of Nine Dragons. When a Shingon Wu that allows its user to divide themselves into a maximum of separate 9 people. When Omi uses it against Master Feng's warning, he is divided into 3 and then 5 separate people, each with a different part of his personality, with a portion of his strength and intelligence. Now, he must defeat Jack as a fraction of himself when they both meet. When they both find that Falcon's Eye. So the Falcon's Eye is basically what you can see through. Now the Ring of Nine Dragons. So it said personality, intelligence, and strength. So here's how this works. You can divide yourself into 9 people. 9. Or as the military would do it, this, right? So that's how it happens. It's very cool. I think. So they find Omi. One of them does. And he's not himself. Curious, but not really. Brings down Nine Dragons. It happens. Only made mistakes. Oh, shocker. But yeah. That's just what happens. Alright, anyways. Number 8. Night of the Sapphire Dragon. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one's pretty good. Okay, so Xiaolin Monks and Jack Spicer find a strange black dragon, Shingon Wu, in an active volcano. When the Xiaolin monks win it in a Xiaolin Showdown, they bring back the Zipple, not knowing what it is. When Kimiko removes a layer of soot, it is revealed that it is a sapphire dragon. The sapphire dragon. Shingon Wu that turns anything and everyone in the sapphire statues which it can control. When it is accidentally activated, it starts taking Xiaolin warriors and the other monks out one by one. It's up to Dojo, the dragon, to save the day. Good episode. But yeah. A lot of things happen. Shush. Alright. This one's pretty good. Yeah, I like this one too. Alright, number 9. My homie Omi. It's hard to say. The dentist. Alright, anyways. The monks head to New York City to find the serpent's tail. A living Shingon Wu that is forever on the move. In the tunnels, in the city. And when Omi gets lost in the big city, he meets up with a streetwise kid named Jermaine. When the two friends find the serpent's tail and Jack Spicer, he challenges Omi to a Xiaolin Showdown. Omi and Jermaine have to team up to take down Spicer and his giant robot in a 2-on-2 dare game of basketball. I'm not gonna try that name again. Shin Yi Bu. That's what it is. Anyways, that's how it is. So yeah, they use the Falcon's Eye to locate the serpent cell, because if you can't see it, you don't know where it is. But the Falcon's Eye, you can see it. Alright. So, biggest success. So this one's pretty good. Clay's father visits Xiaolin Temple and decides Clay can no longer be a Xiaolin monk because of his actions in losing the orb of tsunami, which is an orb of just water. When Dojo realizes that Clay's father has the star Hanabi all along, the team all go off to Texas to make sure that the star of tsunami does not fall in the wrong hands. When the star Hanabi activates, Clay must prove himself to his father while competing with Jack Spicer and Xiaolin Showdown. So that is actually a very accurate about fathers. The son or whatever has to prove himself worthy of whatever the heirloom is, whether it be I don't know, something, right? A big heirloom that the other father is thought to have, all that stuff. Much like how Poe had to prove himself to get the Dragon Scroll. And maybe the noodle recipe, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, 11, Royal Rumble. So the Shaolin Warriors are having trouble working as a team when Shingon Wu activates at the same time. The lowest twister. 1 second, guys. Same time. Okay, lowest twister. So this one's a little bit different. I forgot what this one was actually. Kite. Yeah, the kite and the tongue of Saiping. So I'm not sure. And the Sun Chi Lantern. Wuya sends Jack Spicer to Bamara, Katnape, and the Chameleon Bot to find the same Shingang Wu. When the Shaolin warriors split up, they are nearly all captured. It is up to Omi to save his friends, even if he may be trapped by the by the alien forces in the process. So that's actually a very good thing. I don't know. It's a good episode. This is straight to the point, basically. But I think it's fun how they do like these kind of things, you know. But yeah. Okay, so Mama Mahjong. So this is episode 12. We're going to do 13, and then we'll go to season 2. So 12. Mama Mahjong. Jack and Wuya recover the heart of Zhong, and Wuya uses it to create Mala Mahjong, an unstoppable demonic warrior consisting of Shingang Wu to wreak havoc on the world. Wuya abandons Jack and sets her sights on the Shingang Wu in the Xiaolin Temple. So, yeah, basically that's all it is, and the reason for that is because she wants to create a Shingang Wu monster that cannot be defeated by any known means or any different means. That's a bit different with a lot of different characters that they try to do Shingang Wu to destroy the world, basically, or rule the world. Alright, 13, In the Flesh. So this one's pretty good. I like this one a lot, actually. When Mundo doesn't get promoted to Shaolin Apprentice, which all of them do, because he disobeyed Feng's orders, Wuya persuades him over to the Halen side when the reversing mirror reveals itself. Mundo leaves his friends upon winning the mirror and to join Wuya on the Halen side. When he then steals the serpent cell from the Shaolin Temple while Omi is grieving, I see Kimiko and Glenn see Kimiko and Clay see Raimundo flying away as they realize that Raimundo has betrayed them. With the Shingang Wu and the reversing mirror, Wuya can be restored to full power, which is human form. The other Shaolin warriors must stop Wuya and Raimundo before Wuya can be returned to a physical body. They do not succeed. But this is actually a overarching episode. I'll show you why. I'll tell you why. So here's the thing. So they don't succeed. So Omi has to do this, which I'll explain in a second. They don't succeed in getting her to form. So, anyways, season 2, episode 1. So otherwise, 14 overall. So I'm gonna go with the number that overall the thing, but it is season 2. Anyways, days passed. 14 days passed. When Yuya returns to her flesh and blood form, the remaining Xiaolin princes must find a way to defeat her. The only way they know how is to trap her within a puzzle box. The only way to get one is for Omi to travel to the past and get one from the greatest Shaolin dragon ever, Grandmaster Dashi, which they mention a lot in the show. Except he does not know how to return. So that one's pretty easy. That one's also an overarching story, which leads us to 16, the Shard of Lightning. So with Yuya trapped in the puzzle box again, which, sorry, still of Doom, 15, there we go. With Omi stuck in the past, the remaining Xiaolin princesses and Jack must find a way to defeat Yuya until they are captured by her magic warriors. When Omi does arrive, after having freezing himself in the orb to Toonami, the puzzle box will not open for Jack, Spicer, or any of the Xiaolin. Now Raimundo must decide where his loyalties lie, with the Xiaolin or the Heilin. So that's how that is. So 16, Shard of Lightning. Here we go. With Yuya trapped in the puzzle box again, Xiaolin's princess is trained, feeling safe from the threat of evil. When the Shard of Lightning reveals itself, they find Yuya freed and working with Kanape. And before they can retrieve the Shingon Wu, Jack Spicer steals it and uses it to steal the Shaolin Shingon Wu with his new robot double. When a new Shingon Wu reveals itself, the Xiaolin must fight Kanape, Yuya, and 2 Jack Spicers. So here's the thing. So Raimundo had to open the puzzle box, and she got trapped in there. Well, Kanape, hot character by the way. I'll show you a picture of her right now. Actually, I'm gonna show you a picture of her because she's hot. She was hot when I was young. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to drag this over here. That's Kanape. Oh my gosh. There we go. So this is Kanape. When I first watched this, I thought she was hot. Because look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyways. That's kind of how it was with her. A lot of these are freaking hot still. I'm not sure why I'm saying that, but to me it's hot. I don't know. That's Jack Spicer. It's a little bit of a meme, or like a little thing. I'm gonna actually I can.
Both of you beat it. Both of you beat it. Both of you beat it.
I'm just gonna let you watch.
You are so annoying. Stop that! You are so annoying.
You can't leave. We had a deal.
Hey, Ghostface, I quit. Nothing is worth having to listen to the whiny twins in stereo.
Have you no shame? I don't need you anymore. I got him.
That's basically what happens with that whole scene. And yeah, a little bit of, yeah. But that Kidnappy just, to me, just, she's cute. I mean, look at that. Come on. You cannot tell me it's a little cute. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again. There we go. Okay. So, that's basically all it is. Star of Lightning. That's basically what it is. But that was actually from that episode. So, alright, crystal classes. So when the crystal classes reveal themselves in Russia, 17 by the way, the Xiaolin are assisted by a street vendor named Vlad. They bring Vlad back to the Xiaolin temple to train with them, but when Omi uses the crystal glasses to see his future, he is tricked into believing he will be the new evil. When an entire cave of Shingang-Wu reveals itself at once, the Xiaolins find Vlad on the side of a Xiaolin when Omi must challenge him to Xiaolin Showdown. So what happened was he used the glasses to see his future, but when he did, Vlad used the reversing mirror to do that, to make him think he was evil through the glasses. That was basically what happened with the whole thing. And then, like, Omi's all depressed and all that because he's like, oh, I'm gonna be evil, I'm gonna be, all this and that. Yeah. So he doesn't. Yeah. But don't use things without permission, kids. Anyway, Panda Town, 18. So a rash of crime using Shingang Wu that the Xiaolin princesses think Jack owns leads them to Hong Kong, where they face Panda Bubba. He looks like a panda, who Jack had got a loan from using Shingang Wu as collateral. They must challenge Panda Bubba to a Xiaolin Showdown. Take all so Shingang Wu back and keep him from committing any more crimes with Shingang Wu. So he's a big, huge crime mob boss kind of thing. He's just a man that has artifacts. That's all he is. So yeah. 19. Sizing up Omi. When Yu-Gi-Oh starts using Giant Cyclops as her new henchman, Xiaolin princesses are extremely overpowered. Omi does his best to try to get you stronger, eventually resorting to using the changing chopsticks and the reversing mirror to make himself giant. When he fails to get a Xiaolin Showdown in time to defeat the Cyclops, Clay has lost the reversing mirror, and Omi uses changing chopsticks on their own and shrinks to the size of an ant. If the Xiaolin do not get the reversing mirror back in time, Omi will be stuck in a circuit sleep forever. That was hard. So that's basically what all it is. That most of these say and then it just says up the whole freaking adds up the whole thing. So 20, Year of the Dragon. So every 1,500 years, Dojo is taken over by extreme urge to collect Shingang Wu, and he will destroy anything in his path in his quest to do so. When Omi is left alone to guard Dojo from escaping a cage, he is tricked into telling him that his cage and out of his cage and Dojo escapes to wreak havoc on anyone in his way to get Shingang Wu. He eats both the Xiaolin and the Xiaolin and they must work together to escape from the evil two-A dojo. They do, and then after that, yeah. Let's just see what I had. Okay, so 21, Sense of Time. Shaolin warriors get a warning from Omi's future self to set the sense of time. Do the sense of time. But when Jack Spicer gets it first, he collects all the most evil people from the past and himself from the future. He uses his future self's knowledge to look at locations of Shingon Wu to beat the Xiaolin before they could get to them. When the ruler of Ramses reveals itself, the Xiaolin must defeat Jack Spicer and his future self. All that, same thing. It tells you everything you need to know. All of it. Alright. So, 22. Hear some evil, see some evil. When the mind reader Conch reveals itself, the Xiaolin discover what they think of each other, causing unrest among the chosen ones. When Jack Spicer raids the Shingon Wu vault, the Xiaolin must learn to trust each other again and defeat Jack in the Xiaolin Showdown over the Shingon Wu. Why am I yawning so much? It's crazy. But yeah, that's basically the whole thing. The thing causes discord among all of them. And then Jack, yeah, it's crazy the way they do stuff like that. And that's what friendship is all about. Not letting one's personal preference over the other influence your friendship. So, I'm gonna try to refill my vape really quick, and I'm gonna try to read this at the same time. So let's get this open. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to refill this really quick. Alright. So, that's it before I vape. Alright. So, Dreamscape. 23. The shadow of fear reveals itself, and Jack Spicer manages to get it first. He dives into the minds of the Xiaolin when they sleep, and found out where their worst nightmares. When he raises the Shingon Wu vault again, Omi is easily scared off, as the shadow of fear brought his race for your life. The Xiaolin tried to retrieve the Shingon Wu from Jack Spicer, only to come face to face with their darkest nightmares. The Xiaolin must overcome their fears when new Shingon Wu reveals itself and are forced to engage in a sumo battle to decide who wins the Shingon Wu. Which is weird because I'm pretty sure sumo wrestlers are in Japan. Anyways, so Raimundo's, I think, is his grandma, I think, or his mom, something like that. And then a lot of them are different kinds of things. Yeah. That's about it. So that's all it is. Alright, so yeah. Another thing about Wuya, her human form is kind of different from a lot of different forms as a human in the different cartoons. A lot of them go off of just like original designs, which is what Yuya is. But it can also be off of like a design they did earlier on in life or whatever, or something like that. So, I'm just letting you know that. Okay, anyways. 24, Master Monk Guan. Alright. So, the Shaolin meet the Tai Chi Master, Master Monk Guan. I cannot say that. But when the Shingang Wu reveals itself, he then brings us a downrotten dojo to chase Young. Oh, okay. The evil master. So yeah, Chase Young is basically a evil Halen master. Excellent innocent, but no, he's not. In exchange for his fabled spear of Guan, which he lost to Young many years earlier. When the Shaolin monks learn that Chase intends to use dojo and an ingredient for his Lao Mang Long soup, the Shaolin monks head to Chase's lair and try to save dojo, only to be defeated by Chase Young's creature form, or obtaining creature possessed incredible strength and power, who defeats them with ease. Master Monk Guan then intervenes at the last minute and challenges Young to a battle with the monks, dojo's freedom's sake. If he wins, they all go home safely, but if Guan loses, then they will all be Chase Young's prisoners forever. So that was a different one. A very different episode. It becomes harder for, like, okay, so when a character comes like this and says, alright, listen, I got a challenge for you. If you beat me, we'll be your prisoners forever. But if I win, you set my friends free. How does that sound? And they're like, well, I'm not used to that, but I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a shot. So, like, alright. Quick question, though. How are you gonna beat me? Answer that question. People think it's easy, but it's not. It's really not. It's like, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? Well, when that happens, who do you call? I don't know how that works. A lot of different stuff happens, and it's different. I move my microphone back. Anyways, yeah, it's different. Yeah. Okay, so the 25, the evil within. I also got some food, so I'm gonna be doing that differently. Anyways, so let's. One second, guys. All right. Evil within. Right. Alright. Anyways. You're within. When Kimiko nearly fails in getting the nostalgic skill, or motion skill. What? She tries to store it in the vault. When they have it fall and break. She tries to hide it in Clay's belongings, but the evil spirit of mischief, Savini, who, upon being free from the skill, takes control of Clay's body while he is sleeping and begins causing various acts of mischief. The shaman must now stop Sneeby from gaining the monarch wings. Oh my god, let's try that name again. Which would give him ultimate power and may destroy the world. Obvious, you know, but it is a very good episode. I'm not gonna lie about that one. That's basically all it is. And Deep Freeze is kind of just like, it's just a big, huge, like, day after tomorrow kind of scenario. But anyways, 26, Deep Freeze. When the lunar locket reveals itself, Jack Spicer uses his Dude bot. I love that bot, by the way. Empower the heart of John to retrieve it. When Dude bot malfunctions after finding the Xiaolin princesses, he throws the heart of Zhong into a crevice and uses snow around it to become Rakasha. Wuya uses Rakasha to rule the world. That Rakasha turns into Frozen Wonderland for himself. Xiaolin must find a way to defeat Rakasha and unfreeze the earth in the only way they know how. A Xiaolin Showdown. Yeah, basically. So, okay, I'm going to pause this so I can eat, but I'll be right back. Alright, so, 27 Screams of the Siren. This is going to be pretty fun to think about, or talk about. So after the Showdown, the Xiaolin warriors find a mermaid, Dyrus, frozen in ice. After freeing her, she is attacked by the warrior who was also frozen in ice, named Clofang, who Dyrus, I don't know how to say that freaking name, is trying to destroy all mermaids, and she is the last. Jack takes Clofang to his headquarters, and the Xiaolin take Dyrus to the temple. When the Xiaolin learn that Dyrus is an evil siren who wants to flood the world using underwater volcanoes and rule, they must defeat her in a Xiaolin Showdown to save the earth. So, yeah, that happens. So that's what I like about those. It's kind of like a it's like a character that you hate to love or love to hate. It's kind of like that, but whatever. Okay, so anyways, I gotta do this. Whoops. Anyways, 28, the Black Vipers. The sphere of Yun reveals itself, and the Xiaolin must travel to Texas, where they are confronted by the Black Vipers gang. Oh, okay, yeah. Led by Clay's sister Jessie. When Jessie teams up with Jack Spicer, they steal the Xiaolin Shingon Wu. Clay must defeat his sister in a Xiaolin Showdown to get all their Shingon Wu back. Jessie must decide to change her ways or stay evil. So it's kind of different to see a girl biker gang, especially the leader. But there was one, I think, I'm trying to figure out which one it was. And there's a lot of biker girls out there. There's a biker girl in King of the Hill, Yu-Gi-Oh, which is Mai, and Jessie. Yeah, I don't think there's any girl gangs though. There's no female gangs except for this one. Is there? Nope. It's not. None that I can think of. But yeah. Okay, anyways. That's she goes back to her being good, but it's yeah. Anyways, 29, the Emperor Scorpion strikes back. So this guy reminds me of Scorpion King. But yeah, Malbal Zhang returns in 4 times as powerful as he divided himself into the Fearsome Four using the Ring of 9 Dragons. The sign of the end of the world can only be ended with the Emperor Scorpion, the Shingon Wu that controls other Shingon Wu, and the Xiaolin must retrieve it before the Fearsome Four destroy everything. They obviously win, but you know, anyways, this one's pretty good too. What I'm about to say. 30. The return of Panda Bubba. So Xiaolin goes to Tokyo to retrieve the Xingzam bone, a Shingon Wu that turns people into zombies, but Jack gets to it first. Then Kimiko learns that her father has been tricked into working with Hong Kong crime boss Panda Bubba, and that Jack has given him the Xingzam bone. In order to prevent Panda Bubba from turning evil and people into zombies, Kimiko must defeat him in a Showdown. So Kimiko is also, obviously Asian, but as a result, it makes her having a demeanor of like stuff like that, because Japanese girls. But yeah, yeah. Anyways, 31. The Last Temptation of Raimondo. This one's pretty good too. Alright, so when the Halen comet passes by the Earth, the Shingon Wu come to life and fuse with Raimondo after he uses some of them to save his town from a volcanic eruption caused by Jack and Wuya, obviously. As more Shingon Wu fuse with him, Raimondo grows bigger and more muscular and gradually begins to be controlled by the Wu until they completely take over his mind. After that, Wuya possesses his body, and now the other Xiaolin must save Raimondo from the evil magic of her and the Halen Comet. So it's kind of like when Raimondo went to the Halen side, but this time it's not voluntary. He was controlled by Wuya, and that happens a lot. So that's what happens with that. I honestly think it's pretty cool. I think it's fun to do. I think it's fun to do that. So that was my thoughts on it. I liked it. 32. The Year of the Green Monkey. When Xiaolin decides to help Jack Spice defeat the Xiaolin warriors, he uses the tongue of Saiping and the monkey staff to bring forth the army of green monkeys. With the Xiaolin trapped, 2 Shingon Wu reveal themselves and give their users all knowledge in the world. So, I would love all the knowledge in the world, but you'd either A, or 1, regret it, 2, use it for evil. Obviously that happens a lot of ways, and a lot of ways makes it a whole lot different. Makes a difference, and that's usually what happens with a lot of different things. But either way, still works. Anyway, 33, the Demon Seed. When the Halen forces allow the Halen seed to grow, A healing plant is brought to life and the world is in danger. The only way to defeat him is to use the moonstone locust. Anyway, but when the Halian plant raids the Xiaolin's vault, he mutates the Xiaolin warriors Jack and Vlad into plants. Yeah. Only Raimundo and Omi are left, but during the race to the Moonstone Locust, Omi is mutated into a plant, leaving Raimundo to get the Moonstone Locust to defeat the Healing Seed in the Xiaolin Showdown with the fate of the world and I've been spread to the balance. So this was a bit different opposed to the rest of them. I'll explain why. So Raimundo, his track record isn't the best, and his record isn't the best, and I wouldn't say it's bad, but it is pretty bad. That's just how it is. With most of the characters that are evil now, and the ones that did turn evil and are bad now, kind of makes you wonder if, you know, they're trying to make it to where it's like, okay, well, let's try this, right, and see how it goes. Then, if we like it, you know, we'll see what we can do with it. I'm turning my microphone this way because I'm tired and I want everything back. Anyways, New Order 34. When Jack, Spicer, and the Cyclops trap Chase Young, chakra there, yeah. Jack attacks the Xiaolin temple, unseals all of the Shingang Wu. Omi frees Chase to help them, only for Chase to try to mold him into the evil that he sees in him. So Chase tries to convince Omi that he's evil, because he's evil, you know. So yeah, basically what happens. So yeah, that's basically all it is. He's trying to get a princess because Omi is cousin one, and Omi freeing Chase kind of like says, okay, well, you might be evil, you know, freaking stupid thing. Yeah. Okay, 35. The Apprentice. This is also, I think, a overarching story kind of thing. Because I think this one in the 36 is kind of like the same. Anyways, yeah. Chase is looking for Apprentice. Either Kanape or Jack will be able to win it. Kanape has reprogrammed the warriors' U-bots for evil. And Master Feng informs the warriors that their new threat is Chase Young, and he must teach the four monks to be deceptive to triumph. However, Omi is too trustworthy. After Chase chooses Kanape to be his apprentice, Jack turns to the warriors and asks to join the sides of good. Omi trains Jack in the best he can to release all the evil that is inside of him. But after Kanape attacks the temple, Jack takes off with the warrior's Wu, which tests Omi's trust. Yeah. So that's kind of what happens with that. And yeah, Kanape is just being, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so something Germain. So this is 36. Germain arrives at the temple having attained the level of Wudai warrior. When Omi learns that Germain trained under the evil Chase Young, he must defeat his friend in a showdown to save him. Yeah. So So the first one against Jermaine was Jermaine Omi against Jack and someone else. It was basketball. However, this one is a bit different with, so. That's basically what all it is. With it being, whatever. So, 37 Dangerous Minds. So, the Xiaolin travel several miles beneath the Earth's surface to search for the newly revealed Xingang Wu, the Hoduku mouse. When Jack and his worm bots arrive, I freaking love those worms, those are freaking hilarious. The cavern begins to collapse and deadly spires appear, forcing both sides to retreat. When they both try to retrieve the mouse, I'm not going to say the first one because it's freaking hard, they partner up to get rid of the spiders. This alliance ends when the Showdown is called on the mouse. When it is destroyed, Omi and Chase Young are split from their respective sides, and Chase brings Omi back to his lair to find a way to defeat the spiders with the knowledge from the Fountain of Hui and the Eagle Scope. Yeah. That's basically it. There's nothing I really say to that. But Omi is still trying to get convinced by Chase Young that he is evil. That's basically all it is with that. It's different with the way you think about it, but in reality, it's a little different. So, alright, 38, Judging Omi. When Master Feng is trapped in the Yin Yang world by Chase, who frames Jack Spicer, the only way they can free him is through the Yin Yo-Yo, which they lost to Jack Spicer, and Omi is tricked into getting into the Yin Yang world alone. But when he returns with Master Feng, Omi's appearance and personality change for the worst due to the fact that his good chi has been left in the Yin Yang world, which has Omi turned into the side of evil, and we're going to allow into Chase Young. So they want, a lot of people say that. Yeah, this is also an overarching story, and then that goes into season 3, which goes into saving Omi, which is what I'm about to say. So 39. 40 is when we go to season 3, and that's the final one. So 39, saving Omi. With Omi's being turned evil, and now on the healing side, when Chase restored Yuya to her human form again, and Master Feng stuck in the meditative state, the remaining Xiaolin princes must find a way to save their friends and their caretaker before it's too late. The episode ends with Raimundo, Kimiko, Clay, and Jack, who is now good after leaving the evil Chi in the Yin world, being forced to flee Chase's lair after realizing that Chase is now more powerful than ever and in control of the world, while Raimundo silently grieves over Omi, who is unable to leave Chase's side and is mutated into a cat. Because evil cats. So yeah, that's about it. Alright, season 3 has about 13 episodes, so we're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna go with a bit more of a I'm gonna have to say a lot of things about it. So anyways, episode 40, this is also a continuation of it. This one is probably the longest one. It's into the whole story, all that. So, with Omi still on Chase's side, the others try to figure out how to rescue him without surrendering. Dojo senses the strange presence at the temple. The translucent character that emerges from the yin-yang world is the Chi creature. They trap the monster in the sphere of Yun. I'm not sure. When Chase, Wuya, and Omi arrive at the temple, Chase releases the creature, the serpent's cell, and its brain drains Master Feng's chi. He tells it to go after Raimundo, Kimiko, and Clay. It drains the tree out of them, leaving Jack and Dojo to get them back. When Jack Spicer uses the Yin Yo-Yo and lures the creature back into the Yin world. He uses the Ring of Nine Dragons to make clones of him to hold on off the creature. Hold on. Got socks. I'll fold these while I'm doing this. Anyways. Hold off the creature until he picks up the monk's chi and exits the evil chi back. With the evil chi back. Where's the other one? Oh, never mind. Dojo takes the chi, the Ring of Nine Dragons, and the Yin Yo-Yo and traps Jack Spicer in the sphere of Yun. After recovering the monks, they challenge Chase to a Xiaolin Showdown. It is a soccer game with no Shingang Wu involved. They win the game and gain Omin's freedom. In the end, they all achieve the level of Wu Dai Warrior. So, the Wu Dai Warrior is actually blue belts instead of black belts, and they're obviously their robes or whatever they're called. So that usually comes along with a lot of the consequences. But Wu Dai Warrior is like the highest you can go without being a master or grandmaster or whatever. So they get that after the soccer game, and I think it's pretty funny how they win, because soccer game is kind of good, but I think it's also kind of funny because they're in China, and I think China is a big soccer thing, maybe, but either way, I think Mexico invaded it though, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's just get this. Get this really quick. And this one goes not here. Alright. Anyways, so yeah. Go Warrior. Blue belts. It's great. Alright. Anyways, 41 Bird Paradise. It's pretty good. So the monks are now Wu-Dai warriors, and they are going on their first Wu-Dai quest. They receive an omen from a singing old woman, and the bird of paradise is coming. Their quest is to find the bird of paradise using a mystical leaf and using no Shingang Wu. They must search for the bird in Chase Young's domain. They land in nowhere. Using their Wu-Dai powers, they overcome obstacles that Chase Young has put in their way. When the warriors find the bird, they meet Chase and have a battle. At the end of the battle, Jack appears to take the bird, but it turns out that the bird is really the singing old woman. When she then tells them their greatest qualities: courage, loyalty, strength, and kindness. You know what happens when that? Don't you just hate when an old woman turns out to be a bird and they start singing to you and tell you the things? Oh, you don't know what that's like? Okay, well, let me tell you. I don't know either. Anyways, 42, The Life and Times of Hannibal Roy Bean. Ah, that's a mouthful. Alright, so No Shingang Wu, the Moby Morpher has been revealed. Chemical manages to get it, but it is soon stolen by the Ying Ying bird. The bird takes it to the Hannibal Roy Bean, the villain responsible for turning Chase Young evil, and I know that one. And who Chase trapped in the Yin Yang world almost immediately after being turned evil. Hannibal Bean then tricks Omi by disguising himself as Jack into freeing him from the Yin Yang world, and now Bean plans to unleash a new type of evil on the world. I didn't know that. So yeah. Alright, so season 3, episode 4, 43 overall, basically Zombie Town. So this one is actually a thing about when I talked about the Omi being an orphan. This is actually a very emotional episode, especially for the characters involved. I'll tell you why in a second. But this one's pretty good because I'll just tell you right now, because Omi is living over, and yeah, so alright, 43 Omi Town. It is Chinese New Year's and everyone except Omi receives gifts from the families. In the effort to cheer him up, Master Feng suggests Omi go on a quest to find where he belongs. The warriors travel to a town where everyone looks exactly like the young monk. There, Omi finally finds his parents, right? Though they are not exactly what he expected. Much to his fellow warriors' dismay, Omi decides to stay with them on their rundown farm. Now, with one less warrior in the Xiaolin temple, Wuya, Hannibal Bean, and Jack plot to break into the temple instead of Shingang Wu. However, they do not know that they are closely being watched. So I'm gonna explain the rest of the episode to you because it didn't tell you everything. So, basically what happens is Omi finds his parents, not real parents, but because Jack did the whole thing, and then, so he thinks his last name is Crud, Omi Crud. And he's like, my last name is Crud. You know, I actually gotta show you that little scene. No, I can't because it's a copyright strike. But no, it does that. It's really hilarious. I just think it's fun because it's like my last name is Crud. You know, and it's like, well, you know what? That's hilarious. All that. And then he has to fight them, saying they might not be my real parents, but I still have feelings for them. And I'm just watching that episode. I'm just like, bruh, nah, do this, okay? Cause nah. But I don't know. It's funny. Oh yeah, after this I'm going to show you both versions of season 1 and season whatever of Showdown, the theme song. I'm going to show you both versions because they're amazing. So yeah, you will see Catnape, and you will see Panda Bubba, and you will see Tengang Warrior or whatever it's called. And I think another one. I forgot what it was, but it was something else. But yeah, that's how it basically is. Anyways, Tears of 44, Tears of the Blind Horseman. Master Feng sends the warriors on a quest to find the treasure of the blind swordsman. While on their quest, the warriors will find the new Wu Dai weapons. Pretty cool. So, which chosen by a particular monk, however, Wu Yan and Jack are hot on the trail, and Hamill's being secretly plotting something of his own. They found their weapons, but yeah. Alright. 45, Oil in the Family. A new Xinggang Wu has revealed the Rio Reverso. A Wu that can revert any object to its original form. Jack goes after it, and with some help from Wuya, Jack plots a plan to make an army of baby dinosaurs made from oil. Wuya steals Jack's real Reverso and his idea of an army of dinosaurs, and she ends up creating an adult T-Rex. Can't guess how that works out, right? It's not bad if you didn't know. Alright. 46. The Return of Master Mok Guan. In preparation for going up against Hamil Bean, Master Feng sends the warriors and dojo on to a new temple, which turns out to be run by Master Monk Guan. Due to the rough training and hostility with Guan, Raimundo quits and seemingly joins Hamil Bean. He is not, but it's just because of hard training. Meaning, don't let your memes be dreams. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Don't quit just because it's hard. A lot of people did that in boot camp, and when they didn't, REC's or sergeant's job is to weed out who is not fit for the military. That's what the RECs did. They tried to make people give up by, yeah. So anyways, that's basically what happened. Don't let the hard times get you down and make you quit. So don't quit. Alright? Because I'll be watching. Anyways. 47. Dreamstalker. With the Shadow of Fear and Sapphire Dragon, Hamil Bean enters Raimundo's mind to bring out the worst fear and uses it against the monks. While they are busy fighting his fear, Bean puts his plan into motion to try to slowly break down Raimundo. So, I'm not sure why he's so easy to manipulate, but come on, man. This is pretty short. 48, Chucky Chu. It's supposed to be Jackie Chan, but it's not. Anyways, after learning a con dragon named Chucky Chu sold fake Xinggang Wu to them, Wuya, Jack, and Cyclops now vow revenge on him. It doesn't tell you the whole thing, but I don't know that episode, so I'm not gonna go into that one. You just gonna have to figure that one out for yourself. Alright, 49. Okay, Wu got the power. Hamil Bean gets into Omi's head while he is sleeping and tells Omi that he should take all the Wu Dai warriors, elements of Xinggang Wu, and master the power of the elements to become the Xiaolin leader. They're all manipulated. It's hilarious. Alright, anyways. 50. Kimiko uses... 50, Hannibal's Revenge. Kimiko uses her PDA, the Mind Reader Conch, Changing Chopsticks, and the Eye of Dashi to connect herself to the satellite so that she can read the world's thoughts. Hamil Bean spies on her and acquires the secret information about Chase's weakness to the Xiaolin eclipse. Wuya teams up with Hannibal to destroy, chase, and seal all the Shinkangu. Okay, so this is 5152, episode 28, 1213. It's basically the same thing. It's the same episode. Well, it's not really the same episode, but it's literally a continuation. It's gonna be a long freaking thing because this is the longest thing I've ever read. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to tell you this one time only. This is actually the finale. After this, it's it. That's it. This video is already freaking an hour long. So we're giving this a shot. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, it's not an hour because it has been. Yes, it has, bro. It's been more than 1 hour for me. Okay? I started at 6. So anyways. 5152, Time After Time, parts 1 and 2. Alright, here we go. Master Von tells the monks that the leader will be revealed after they do their last quest. Only decides to go back in time with Dojo and stop Chase from entering the Halen side. Realizing that he needs the sense of time, Omi frees himself for 80 years to talk to his old self, but he realizes that Jack Spicer has conquered the world in his absence. Omi successfully switches Chase Young's evil Lao Mang long soup with pea soup, which stops him from turning evil. However, in exchange, the future has changed for the worse. Instead of turning Chase Young evil, Hannibal turns Master Monk Guan evil. And Omi's friends has returned to farmers. While Master Feng is trapped in the Ying world, still, and Jack turns good once again. The sense of time was destroyed with the Kuzuko atom by Hannibal Bean, which makes it impossible for Omi to go back and undo all Bean's actions. After acquiring the soup Omi hid in the past, they are captured by Hannibal and his crew. Jason sacrifices his good side to free the warriors. After the warriors get to the Hidden Sea Vault, Hannibal and his crew start a Xiaolin showdown. The warriors defeat Hannibal, Wuya, Chase Young, and Master Monk Guan in a four-way tag team Xiaolin showdown. And when they win, Chase Young smiles briefly, showing that he's possibly wanted them to win. Omi then recovers his frozen past self, and the two make contact, causing the paradox that resets time back to how it was before. Undoing all the changes in the end, with time restored and the world back to normal. Ramuno becomes a new Shoku warrior and is then leader of the Shaolin Dragons. Heck yeah, bro. With everyone happy for him, Omi included, as the villains gather together for the last Shaolin versus Halen Cosmic Class Showdown, the Shaolin Dragons charge in resolute as always. And then it goes notes and then references and all that stuff, external links, all that stuff. So that's how it was. I gotta leave this up because it brightens the thing. Anyways, that's how it was. And I'm happy about it. I had no complaints about that. It's great. There are a few things that I kind of enjoy about this show and don't like about the show. Ramuno went to the Halen side. Yes, that is true. But as a result, he also became good again, and that made it. The show kind of had like a rebound of like, well, okay, we can do that, but as a result, this is gonna happen. New threat, yada yada, blah blah. But that's how it basically is. And with that also happening, it becomes more of a it becomes more of a teaser, like cliffhangers and all that stuff, which kind of shows people kind of how it goes and all that stuff. I honestly enjoy the series. I really do. So yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that. But the series, the original series itself, it's pretty well made. It's pretty good. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go to YouTube so I can show you the theme song. So give me like 1 second. Okay, so this one is the first one. So when it comes to this one, it's just like, you know, yeah, I will show you the other one, but it's going to be a whole lot different than what, you know. So all of these will have different kind of styles to them.
Xiaolin Showdown.
That's basically all it is in this last episode. I'm going to show you the new one. Season 2. This one's gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be a lot different. It's gonna be a bit more, you know. It's a new one, so it's a whole lot more vibrant than everything. Water, wind, fire, earth. Wait for it. It gets different. Trust me. Chase Young, Penabella, Ken Epic, that monster. Like I said, a whole lot more vibrant. It's great. I actually saw one. Chronicles, I haven't seen this one. Screw it, we're just going to look at it because I want to see what this is.
Showdown Chronicles!
Oh, so it's only saying it now. Okay. Water. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, life. Duh. Is it light or life? That's cool. I like that. That was cool. Oh, that was great. Okay. Anyways, that's how it was. Pretty good. I don't believe that they made anything after that. So, yeah. I I have nothing else to say about it. So, that's basically what happens. Very good series. Very good, whatever. Animation, basically. It's great. Anyways, guys. I'm gonna get off here because I'm tired. I wanna go to bed. Anyways, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, press the button for subscribe. As always, peace. Got working the outro, man. I'm getting sloppy.